Folks, welcome to Werewolf Radar, the world's premier paranormal preparedness podcast. My name is Jordan Dahl.
I am Roger Norquist.
Today's episode of Werewolf Radar is brought to you by Everlasting Life from Monstroco. Simply take the black pill, kiss the silver medallion, and live forevermore as a servant of Redacted. And it's all free, allegedly, according to the old man who appeared from behind the tree in the graveyard. Everlasting Life from Monstroco. The price has already been paid.
Yes, first of all, I want to live forever. I would like to become more powerful, and that only happens over centuries.
They did it. They cracked it. And so, what does it matter what the cost is?
It's not the cost, and I'm fine. Jordan, we've paid the cost already so many times right now.
Yeah, we got a lot of bills that are going to be due someday.
Well, actually not, because,
no such thing as a free lunch, Raj.
I think it's just that we have to do the maintenance fees.
Yeah, boy. Anyway,
it's
go
up
on.
There. That takes centuries to gather the type of power that I want. So I need to live forever.
Then simply take the black pill, kiss the silver medallion, and live forever.
What if it's a good entity?
As a servant of Redacted. See, that's the problem.
What is Redacted?
They can't tell you legally, I think, because of the nature of the bargain involved. Yes. But my guess is if it was something good, if it was like, say, Macho Man or the Michelin Man,
see, you get
or a Third Man, then they wouldn't have to redact it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because who would read, oh, I could live forevermore as a servant of Macho Man, and be like, I don't know. Everybody would jump in.
It's a supply and demand issue. Too many people, they wouldn't be able to keep up with demand.
And I'm not saying that whatever was redacted here is some sort of unpronounceable horror from beyond the realm of mortal thought. But I'm saying that if it wasn't, they probably would have just left it in.
Fair. I'm still in. I need a few hundred years.
I just want to take a couple of weekends for me.
Gotcha.
I just want some time. Catch up on stuff. And if a black pill and a silver medallion is the way that I get that, then let's make it happen. Folks, Everlasting Life from Monstroco. Sign the compact. Live forever. What do we got for them this week, Raj? We got no Nate. Nate has once again fallen into the pocket universe where he hides to hunt prey.
Yes.
He's an ambush predator from a universe where the barriers between worlds are a little thinner. What a terrifying concept.
What a terrifying concept. I don't know if you like that concept. Learn about the book It.
Yeah, learn about the book It. And while you're at it, check us out on... You can watch us on Twitch. We love to play games there, although...
We might be switching to YouTube. That was very easy and well.
Interesting. Yeah. We might be switching to YouTube, everybody. You know, everybody thinks that they missed the YouTube boat. It's just starting, baby. This is TV now.
It's been TV for so long, but I'm glad to see the rest of the world finally realizing there's some fun things on this YouTube.
What else have we got? We got a Patreon. If you guys like what's happening right now to your ears and your insides, go to patreon.com/werewolf radar. You can help us with a little monthly donation there. It'll help keep the radar running. We got merch for sale. We got art for sale. We got all kinds of shiz.
WerewolfRadar.com.
WerewolfRadar.com, of course. And werewolfradar.uk.gov.
I did buy it.
Which is... Did you actually?
The Ministry of Werewolf Radar. We run that.
The Ministry of Northern European Lycanthropes. Now, the Brits did invent radar, but took an American to invent the werewolf radar.
Yeah, it did.
And that American... Ronnie James Dio.
I mean, you did come up with the radar, and you are not all American.
I think I have werewolves in my backyard. Need some kind of radar. That's apparently my Ronnie James Dio, everybody. What other pitches, what other plugs do we have, Raj?
I think
I'm
that for
fun.
the most
I
part.
like doing the plugs up top. Usually we do an extra episode when you become a Patreon member, but
Yep.
like I said, the last few weeks have been a little tough with scheduling and stuff. Nate has been hunkering in his paracausal dimension, waiting to feed once more, so that he can get the power to return to the realm
The problem
of the living
the problem is
for another 14
kids
years.
aren't scared anymore of stuff.
That's true. Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, I was scared of everything.
And he fed on you. That's how you met him.
Yeah.
But
So
kids nowadays with their meth and their gun violence
make the kids afraid again.
of real stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Their dreams, their nightmares.
Their dreams. I got rock and roll ghost stories. You want to hear them?
Or I can go first and talk about the entity Bashar. What do we want to do?
I think go Bashar. We'll keep it heavy up top.
Bashar ghosts.
And we'll unload some anxiety with some rock and roll ghost stories.
All right. Well, everyone, what you know about Bashar? You know how people are trying to connect with the aliens. If you've listened to our Stephen Greer's a Fraud episode, a lot of alien contact in the metaphysical world.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of meditation classes will teach you how to contact aliens. In fact, Stephen Greer has a somewhat expensive course where he takes you out into the desert. You all meditate at aliens.
And if your wife.
And then if you and your wife.
Right. That's the platinum package.
Demi Moore fell into this.
Whoa, Demi.
Yeah, they got them out into the desert, and they actually Demi Moore videoed an alien craft.
Whoa.
Which turned out to be more than likely just a plane.
Demi.
But it was still pretty cool to look at.
Yeah, small price to pay to get to Stephen Greer.
So I'm going to be talking about one of that camp of alien contactees.
Cool.
Let's go to his website, bashar.org. Let me share some of this.
Oh, okay. Hello, Bashar.
I'll accept cookies for now.
Whoa, is this what Bashar traveled to the planet in?
No.
Unrelated craft.
What Jordan is referencing is a black triangle similar to some sightings in at various UFO.
It looks like an unlockable PlayStation achievement.
Yes. But that is not how Bashar got here and whatnot.
Yeah.
Let's go to the about. Who is Bashar?
Oh, there he is.
Bashar.
He's casting Mordenkainen's tiny hut.
I like the Mayan calendar behind him.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out.
That's how he keeps the date. He's on a different, whenever he turns in a paper, instead of like 6/7/2009 up there, it's like Jaguar, pigeon, basket of grain.
He's all like, I renounce the work of Gregorian.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good podcasting right there.
Bashar is a physical ET, a friend from the future.
Oh, an FFF.
FFF. Friend from the future.
Yeah, I had to check it too.
Who has spoken for the past 37 years through channel Daryl Anka.
Oh.
That's the Daryl Anka there, obviously channeling Bashar. That's why his hands are in a weird pose.
In that channeling position.
He has brought through a wave of new information that clearly explains in detail how the universe works and how each person creates the reality they experience.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying to people.
Over the years, thousands of individuals have had an opportunity to apply these principles and see that they really work to change their lives and create a reality that they desire. Overwhelmingly, the response we receive is, "This works." Some feedback our listeners have shared include enhanced creativity and abundance.
Whoa, abundance? What does that mean? Like
Abundance.
4 arms?
I think it does mean 4 arms. You will have an
Yeah.
abundance of arms.
He's going to make you go Goro.
Mental and emotional clarity.
Nice.
Improved health.
Cool. More HP.
Enhanced love relationship.
Whoa, you can cast Charm Person.
Expanded psychic ability.
You can cast Message at will.
Increased self-love and self-acceptance.
+2 to Wisdom.
Greater self-empowerment.
A sword.
Yes.
So this guy's a visitor from another planet, and he's here to bring us this message of stats.
Yes.
And it's like if Alf sucked.
If Alf was just really preachy.
Was super lame. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine this asshole crashing in your backyard in what looks like an award from a gaming award ceremony? And he gets out and he's like, "Can I stay with you? Hey, I noticed that you could be more perceptive and caring of those around you."
And I always wonder why that is. Like, I think the metaphysical world, I forgot what it's truly called. What is it? The New Age theory and concepts around us really kind of ruin that alienness that aliens, I think, have.
Yeah.
To where these aliens all understand human civilization and what some of us really put above other things.
Yes.
Versus going like, y'all need love to.
Yeah. Or being like,
just spread your eggs and then the male comes and shoots the spores.
Yeah, we're here for your resources. Goodbye. Good luck twisting in the. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Bringing the kind of woo-woo to aliens makes them a softer punch than life on Earth would suggest.
Yes.
And I agree. It sets my paranormal hackles to raising when somebody's like, "The aliens bring a message of love," and it's like, yeah, to you? That's weird.
But to be fair,
wouldn't they tell that to like the president? I guess not the president now.
Daryl Anka is somebody. I won't ruin that for now. We'll save that as a quick surprise.
Oh, okay.
I'm now at rationalwinky.org.
Anka's son.
Close. Okay. Daryl Anka is a spiritual medium and kook.
Oh.
Who claims to channel an enlightened.
Well, I didn't know he was a kook. That changes everything.
Name Bashar. Yeah, Rational Winky doesn't throw any punches.
Bashar.
But it has more of his story put together than I could find in a lot of other places.
No, it's great. Honestly, I'm down with Rational Wiki.
Anka describes Bashar as a being from an alternate dimension.
From an alternate programming schedule on Friday nights. Bashar, the sucky alien. You've watched Alf, you've watched Mork. Here's Bashar to stink it up.
Not only is he from an alternate dimension, but he's from a planet in an alternate dimension 5,000 light years away from where Earth would be in that alternate dimension.
Whoa.
In the direction of the Orion constellation.
Okay. They always say it's Orion. That's what everyone says.
And I got theories on that we can expand upon, but I think it's just because it's been such a used constellation for most of the northern hemisphere.
It has been pretty prominent in the minds of humanity ever since
something about that constellation just screams out, that's a dude.
Yeah, look, there's a dude over there.
That's a dude, and he's wearing a belt like I do.
Holy shit, there's a dude over there. Nobody move.
And I think there's a misconception I'm learning about people doing research on stuff. My little video essay documentary will take another 2 months because I'm rewriting it to fit a different narrative that makes more sense. But humans have had belts for like 20,000 years, dude.
People had belts before they had pants.
Yeah, like we weren't naked.
No, you had a belt
while.
on.
Yeah.
something you could hang your bits of cord from.
Clothes truly go back
rocks.
there. So like
I'm imagining a fully naked caveman with a belt and like just a rock hanging from it like a chain wallet.
We've had belts and shit or clothes to drape us. Like humans have lost hair.
Sure.
Previously, like Homo sapiens weren't the first to be hairless creatures.
There were a few we didn't lose it all at once. We lost it in stages.
Clothes have been around for so long. So this constellation, I mean, in my eyes, could even go back farther to where like we've been recognizing Orion as a dude for like maybe hundreds of thousands of years since the first Homo was allowed to like not allowed, like there's a god being turning it on. First recognized it, it's like that looked like me.
Yeah. And then he did the thing.
Yeah.
Look, and everybody's laughing, and he killed, and that was the first comedian, a truth teller, they called him. And then by the time he was old, he was like, Og can't say nothing about Orion no more.
So how does he channel Bashar?
Let me guess. He has to your wife.
No, in fact.
Oh, he's straying from the form. He's reinventing things here.
How he does it is Daryl Anka shakes like the Flash to a certain vibrational frequency.
Incredible.
That Bashar is vibrating on.
Daryl, that's amazing, dude.
And I don't have a clip of it, but I will find it when I edit this. But he literally just shakes.
Incredible.
And then shakes himself into the pose that I'm going to share with us now.
Anka, look at you, man. He looks like
this is what he shakes into the pose, but not Jordan. This is somewhat a new thing. He hasn't always been in this pose, but currently he shakes into this pose, and that's when Bashar has taken control.
Has he always been in these shirts?
No, these shirts are a new thing as well.
He looks like a cross between Howie Mandel and Master Oogway, the turtle from Kung Fu Panda.
He does. And since we're at his YouTube, would you like to choose one of the videos to play? They're all short, and I will explain why they're short. These are, of course, clips, obviously.
I mean, I don't want to get... I want to hear the Echoes of Sedona highlights is what I want to hear.
It's a good minute 30. This is an ad for D&D dice because that's how much I search it.
Good. Ooh. Damn, those are sharp-looking dice.
Oh, what? Do they all just float on that thing? Okay, so everyone, this is why you need to go to
2022 Ascend.
I saw what I needed.
Wow.
That's why you all need to go to patreon.com.
Hang on, here comes Bashar.
/werewolf radar, so we can buy a levitating dice holder.
And we'll levitate it for you.
Okay, so here's Bashar, Echoes of Sedona. Sedona, if you are not aware, is a region of Mars. It is where the Mars Pyramid is. It's where the face on Mars is located. A number of what people call trenches. A lot of weird geological formations that we don't know because we're from Earth. And
also,
we don't know how Mars has
in Arizona.
Changed. It is also a place in Arizona. Is this the Arizonan one?
It's where King Tut is from.
Oh!
He had a condo made of stone, from what I recall.
So here's highlights from Echoes of Sedona.
Oh, let us say good day to you this day of your time. Welcome to this transmission, which is titled Echoes of Sedona. We understand that some of the information that was delivered in the transmission in Sedona...
I should also say that Bashar, it's weird. Bashar wants to keep his teachings very personal.
Huh.
So he copyright claims a lot of videos.
Okay.
So if this is taken down and I got to repost it without these, I do apologize. But he makes the entity known as Daryl Anka very litigious with copyright.
Has caused quite a stir in your reality.
So if we wanted to experience time the way you do in our physical bodies, is that even possible?
To some degree you can, but it will still be only that which is relevant for your physical experience, although you can expand it a bit. But let me give you another analogy. Look at it from a story structure point of view. How would you feel about a story that you were eager to hear or to see if it began once upon a time and then suddenly said, and they lived happily ever after? You would go, well, what happened in the middle?
Right.
So,
which would be an awesome way to write a book, and has been, if you're familiar with William S. Burroughs. Is that the guy who wrote Naked Lunch?
I guess so. They also did it in that movie Arrivals.
Yes. Sometimes that's a fun way. And you're like, well, what happened in the middle? And then you're like, oh God, what a story.
Yeah.
By having linear reality, you get to experience the process of getting to happily ever after from once upon a time. Otherwise, there's no story, there's no adventure, there's no lesson, there's no learning, there's no growing, there's no changing.
Wow. I like that Bashar has a very stereotypical Orionian accent.
Oh, he did not always, my friend.
Mm. Did he just used to sound like much like Anka himself?
No.
What did he used to sound like?
ET Channeled Bashar, old rare clip.
Wow. Hit me.
Are the active co-dreamers, co-creators. So as you dream, as you believe, as you perceive, as you think, so you experience. So when you learn the reality.
That's right. Bashar used to sound like an American man doing a Middle Eastern accent.
Experience. Wow. Bashar.
I forgot when this was released. This Bashar interview was about 25 years ago. So he's been on television doing that work for over 25 years in a famous setting, you know, just not like kooking it up, but like, nah, a TV producer's got to put him on here.
I mean, he's got 24,000 views on Bashar upcoming event Shifting Realities, December 21st, 2024.
Yeah, he does some numbers that I wish we would do, and maybe
27K. He's doing all right out here. He's doing all paid. Right.
He's also been featured on Danica Patrick's podcast.
Okay.
Like, he's doing some great numbers. It is nice to see people enjoy things that are outside the mainstream.
Yes.
But here's where some stuff kind of gets all freaky. I wish I could find it. The reason why all of these are clips is because these are just the ads for the videos where you have to pay $25 per video.
Good Lord.
I'm getting money on the street.
Like, he is in that new age thing, just taking dollars upon dollars.
I'm getting money on the street.
Anyway, if you all would be interested, here's the highlights on Ghost. We'll watch that partly.
To be so for real,
if you would like to buy videos from Werewolf Radar for $25 a pop, let us know.
All right, I'll say good day. As you say, on your planet. Happy Halloween. Eve,
Bashar loves Halloween.
whichever way you choose to approach the idea that this is the season of spirits, we will, in keeping with that theme, now remind you that the title of this transmission is Ghosts.
Now, did the entity known as Bashar start off learning English from an Arabic man, after that, hanging out with Paul or Daryl Anka, developed the Americanish accent?
I think what you're interpreting as an American Arab learned English accent is the Orion, people from Orion accent. Orionians. And that means that the Middle East was, largely founded by them. That's what I'm saying.
That does make a lot of sense based on the things I'm reading about the Gaza Strip being shaped in the shape of the belt of Orion.
That's
You've
why
heard
people
it all before.
love
That's
it.
Such nonsense.
Everybody wants it.
Now,
Everybody wants it.
Say this to make you feel spooky or scared, but to simply go through all the different ways in which individuals that are physically alive may experience what they perceive to be ghosts. So we will start with the idea that is more traditional, in the sense of a spirit that is capable of lowering its vibration enough to be perceived by the senses of the living, that you typically refer to as a ghost, a spirit.
That's me, I do.
When it appears in your world, in your reality. The idea being that spirits who pass over, as you say, who die, who transition, may not always go all the way for a variety of reasons. Some may have unfinished business on earth. Some, because of their belief systems, may not have had a particular expectation or assumption of what they would experience in the so-called afterlife.
A lot of just normal ghost stuff in that one.
Mm-hmm. I'm digging it. Let's think of, do we want to listen to the rest of Bashar's teachings? I do.
You do? Let's hit play
and
then.
thus be a little bit...
We got 4 minutes.
...about where they are. Some even may not even know they're dead and are wandering.
But I like how this entity has the same theories of ghosts like some people do. Like they just haven't passed on.
A lowering of their vibrational frequency.
It's another being lowering its vibrational frequency.
Invisible ultraviolet light lowering its frequency to become visible as part of the visible spectrum of light, going down into violet and blue and so on and so forth. If they lower their frequency, they may become visible to those in the physical realm, or those in the physical realm may have enough sensitivity to perceive that spirit, even though it may not always be visible to everyone. But for some reason, they are still closely connected energetically to the physical realm of Earth, due to some of the reasons we have said or other reasons, and thus are still in their mind living among you, wandering among you, occupying the old houses, so on and so forth, what you typically refer to as a haunting, which doesn't in any way, shape, or form.
There's this level of like, can you stop it? That's enough. There's this level of like Mr. Spockedness to it that's impossible to take serious, you know?
Yes.
He's got this sort of strange kind of, Captain, we seem to be encountering what you call traffic kind of thing. That is infuriating. You want to smack him upside the head, not follow him. Does he have followers? I mean, he's got 20,000 people watching it. They can't all be paranormal podcasts.
Like I said, he's been on Danica Patrick's show. There are the race car driver, if you're not aware who she is.
Yeah, that's in.
You're good.
That's too close to sports.
She is enthralled with him, is a big believer. There's the celebrity community is off. I wish never to deal with it, although I do want to be a celebrity. I got that vainness in me, you know?
Sure.
But they all seem insane. They all seem like they're the Jared Leto type who's trying to own an island in Croatia to run his cult.
Yeah. Is that true?
Yeah, we did an episode on it.
Oh, I didn't know he was getting an island. It was long enough ago that I forgot that detail. Jared, hit me up. I'll go.
During the pandemic, I think, it stopped. But he had a Jared Leto experience to where you could pay $5,000 and hang out with Jared Leto and get to hang out with him after, get this, a 30-second to Mars concert.
Oh, okay. They're still together, huh?
One time when asked about it, I guess they are, right? One time while asked about it, he was all like, yeah, we're in a cult. Want to fight about it?
Whoa.
He didn't say it that aggressively, but he did say, yes, we are a cult.
I mean...
And this is the cult.
Yeah, there they are.
Now, I would
the guy up front. I'll never forget the guy up front. So funny.
I like the guy.
Hi, Jared.
Hi,
Jared. I have a t-shirt on. That's you.
I like the guy behind that guy.
In the Marvel t-shirt?
He's a Marvel fan. He's like, I'm sitting in the same room as Morbius.
So funny.
And then, of course, all these hot chicks.
Wild.
So it's a sex cult.
Sure. I mean, all cults are sex cults.
And kind of bringing us back there. So, yeah, you are right. You guessed it earlier. He's related to Paul Anka. Mm-hmm. He's Paul Anka's cousin.
Okay, so they're both in showbiz, kind of. That's fun.
I do believe, and it has not been put anywhere, this is my sole belief, that Paul or Daryl Anka, who worked in entertainment, he did visual effects, special effects designer for Star Trek, the motion picture.
He did?
Yes.
For Star Trek?
I got a fucking list, dude. Check this shit out. Star Trek, the motion picture, iRobot, Pirates of the Caribbean, At the World's End, Live Free or Die Hard.
This is Anka? This is the guy?
This is Daryl Anka, the man who's channeling Bashar.
Dude.
He did the visual effects on Iron Man.
Wow.
So I think he's doing this and always has, because he's been working in showbiz on the techie side for a while. I think this is him stepping out and to be like, I can be a star too, just like my cousin.
I think that this is
his performance.
I think that it is a genuine extraterrestrial intelligence that is communicating its will to be a big YouTube star on Earth through this man. I think he just wants to be a VFX artist / producer, whatever. And one day he was hit by a laser from space, and it was like, Bashar here. I would like to be famous on YouTube. And he was like, what's that? You'll see, human, as you call, it will be epic.
And we're now going to go to Reddit real quick. And I have from r/Soul Nexus.
Okay. Nexus with an M?
Oh, Nexus with an N. Nancy.
Okay.
1717 Astrology asks questions about Bashar. Hello, everyone. I was wondering if anyone's also a fan of the channeled entity Bashar. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I could offer some insight on this. I recently went to the Bashar TV website in order to watch some of the transmissions and was shocked when I saw that each transmission skipped around there. Sorry, there's an ad of which there are quite a few needs to be paid for, ranging from $25 to $35.
Okay.
And then that made me thinking, if this guy is legit in his head, he believes he's channeling Bashar. Did Bashar tell him that he needs to charge? This ain't for brokies, okay?
Yeah.
I'm only willing to share my information for those of you who are willing to fork over 25 big ones.
Cough it up. See Bashar, 2 bits a gander. Step right up.
Or cynically, is this Daryl Anka realizing he's got a bit and trying to profit from it?
Coming in at number 9, Bashar's greatest hits. It's Sedona Corrections. Corrections from the Sedona meeting. Bashar has noticed that Bashar is getting some pretty negative feedback on the Sedona, on the Sedona meeting.
And now to wrap up,
Bashar would like to address the allegations being levied against Bashar.
you got the ability to enter my brain, so that's what I'm going to talk about next. It's not as bad.
Oh no,
It's not that bad.
Bashar.
But he has been accused by some, specifically your more alt-right people online,
Sure.
of being anti-Trump because before in that, I think December 21st, 2024 transmission. No, this was before the election. So we think, by that I mean me and my girlfriend, think that he was suspecting Kamala of winning and said that women would bring peace and that men would destroy the United States and start World War III.
Well,
so then Trump wins, and then after Trump wins, this particular transmission starts blowing up, and people accuse him all sorts of shit that that some of the alt-right community will do, really twist words around and start doing the more threatening acts of the internet.
It became a thing.
It became a thing.
Yeah.
But I think that there is a apology video, from what I understand, but I'm having trouble finding it now, of where he is apologizing for that and then having to remind people that he is just Daryl Anka. You're getting mad at Bashar. Bashar is just coming through me. And what's best about that prediction is that that's old New Age shit, to where the New Age community has been saying for generations now at this point that men would bring upon World War III and that women are the nurturing peace givers.
Yeah.
So I love everything about Daryl Anka right now, and I am following.
Yep, I'm switching sides. Daryl Anka.
I am following everything he's doing online right now because I am just loving the comments in this shit, to where they're like, and I doubt he's even channeling Bashar. He used to be back in the day, but have you noticed that he's lost his accent?
I'm starting to think Bashar might be just a voice he's doing.
It's been a wild bit of the internet. It reminds me of when me and Nate found David Randall Curtis, the former internet poet laureate, and his bad, weirdly sexual poems at women.
Oh God, I remember. Bummer.
But then all these chicks cover his songs. Like, he's really big in Seattle.
Crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, $500 a show plus expenses to get him out there. Me and Nate try to book him.
Nice. Incredible. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's reasonable. In no way could we do this, but
I hate to say it, that's less than I would charge.
All right, but I passed the speaking skull, which I did open, but it's been silent. The New Year's has really pacified it or something.
Yeah, it seems to be, some would say eerily silent.
Oh no, it's gone.
Oh no, what's happening?
Is it by you and just hopefully sense that
What's under the table? Okay.
Woo.
I got it.
Another massacre.
Whew, trying to sneak up on me, little fella, huh? Let's get you manacled to the radiator. There we go. Okay, it's hovering. I got rock and roll ghost stories. We've talked a little bit about rock and roll ghost stories. We may have read this article before, but I found it delightful. This is 13 musicians with paranormal experiences. We know about Kesha.
We know about Kesha. Kesha's been out there doing her show, almost losing it to Whitney Cummings, because Whitney Cummings is a way better host about the paranormal than Kesha.
Oh,
but
wow.
to be fair, Kesha was SA'd by a ghost.
Oh, I thought that was like a consensual situation.
Yes and no. She's a medium. She contacts ghosts. She's have lots of them. But one time was a
large.
so she rightfully did not want to stay in the prison all night.
Right. Okay.
Yes, but
I don't remember the specifics.
Like, shit, let's do this shit and try to fight a ghost.
Was this on Kesha and the Creepies or whatever?
It was on Kesha and the Creepies, and that was some hyperbole I used. But watch it. Give Kesha your revenue. She definitely has earned it. I'm a Kesha stan here.
She's got to pay for that. She's got to pay for that dollar sign in the ass.
That episode.
Don't take that away if she doesn't make a certain amount of money every year.
That episode definitely shows Whitney Cummings is a strong paranormal host.
Yeah.
Throwing it out there. I want to see a show with her.
Hell yeah, me too. Kendrick Lamar saw Tupac's ghost.
Yeah, rap about that, man, for the paranormal.
You gotta rap about it, man. You gotta rap about it, dude.
You're busy over here destroying Drake for no reason.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And you know Tupac's ghost?
Tupac's ghost.
Look, we don't want to start beef with Kendrick Lamar. We've seen what happens. But listen. So we want a song about. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe he did rap about it. Maybe he's listening to this right now. We know you're a fan. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Being like, you idiots, haven't you listened to the B-side of Da 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 that I did in 2017 or whatever? That's all about seeing Tupac's ghost.
I would actually believe it.
Right.
I'll have to listen to every song again.
Acclaimed rap artist and activist Kendrick Lamar claims to have been visited in his sleep by the ghost of legendary Tupac Shakur. Lamar spoke of the incident to Homegrown Radio, recalling how Shakur's silhouette came to him and said, "Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let my music die." Wow.
Hell yeah.
This experience later inspired the closing song to Pimp a Butterfly, titled Mortal Man, in which he samples his real-life interview with the fallen rap legend in 1994. There you go.
Crazy.
Ace Frehley.
Listening, I get lost in the beat.
Me too. I don't listen to a whole bunch of Kendrick Lamar. Easy. I can feel a lot of people pulling away from the podcast.
I listen to More Than Enough for Everyone, okay?
I like it. I'm just not very cool. Ace Frehley's connection to the other side. You know who Ace Frehley is?
Is he a Kiss?
Yeah, he was one of the Kisses.
He's the bassist.
He's the bass
I know this
Kiss.
because Paul Stanley. No, he's the drummer. Paul Stanley is the singer.
Is he? Anyway.
Yeah, he's Starman. I wrote a cartoon about it.
Okay, fun. Founding Kiss guitarist, and we'll come back to that. Ace Frehley recounts two different occasions when both his wife and daughter were violently pushed down the steps of their home by what he claims to have been a ghost.
No, Meg.
This is upsetting. I always had a sense that there was some type of connection with me and the other side. Frehley explained on Celebrity Ghost Story. Oh, so this is just a transcript of that show, Celebrity Ghost Story.
Which is fascinating still. I've definitely gone down that rabbit hole before.
Yeah. Not long after Frehley purchased a large family home in Westchester, New York, he noticed things being moved around from place to place. Once he discovered his daughter at the foot of the staircase, Frehley attributed whatever presence he'd noticed in the home. Once he discovered his daughter at the foot of the staircase, Frehley attributed whatever presence he'd known in the home before must have been an evil spirit. His marriage fell apart and his daughter moved out, but once he moved back to the property with his new wife, she immediately picked up on the eeriness without ever knowing about the spirit on the staircase. She too claims to have been pushed down the same steps. A psychic told... You gotta move out, Freely. You gotta move out, Ace.
Violent Ghost, dude. That one story that you told me about one of our friends, maybe just your friend, I don't remember. But it was a building in North Denver. He went up the stairs, felt like a hit on the chest, and then fell down the stairs. And it turns out a man was shot with a shotgun on that step or some shit.
Yeah.
Violent Ghosts are the ones that, like, I truly fear. Like, I always fear even Casper will do that. Then I learned about Casper, and me and Casper be cool.
Well, listen to this.
Yeah.
A psychic told Freely that his house had previously been inhabited by an abusive mother who'd murdered her children in the home.
By pushing them down the stairs?
Probably.
Oh!
No, poisoning, but still. So next up is Kesha's sexy supernatural energy. We know what happens. We know she likes to dabble in the old invisible inkwell, if you will.
Yes.
Pop singer Kesha admitted in an interview with Ryan Seacrest that she believes she once had sex with a ghost. I've got a song called Supernatural, she explained. The song was about having sex with a ghost. I lived in this flop house at Rural Canyon, and there was this weird energy that lived there, and it used to keep me up at night and wake me up, and it progressed into this dark sexual spirit. It did scare me, but that's part of the fun of it, she said.
See, not to reveal too much, but I'm into this. Do I play along? Do I explain why my dick is hard?
I wouldn't pull it. I wouldn't tug at that thread. Or anything else for that matter. Let's see those hands, mister. This is how you end up, with a separate Ouija board for company. Next up, Marilyn Manson. Heard of this guy? Have you seen this?
I have. He is a rapist.
Summons the underworld as well. No one should be surprised to hear that a musician like Marilyn Manson once summoned the underworld. I don't know if you can summon the whole underworld, but... Simply a Christian school kid at the time, Manson recalls being pressured by his peers into reading incantations in a dark and supposedly haunted cellar. The controversial rocker, known for his that's how they put it in Rolling Stone, known for his Satan-worshipping ways, then claimed in an episode of Celebrity Ghost Stories that as he recited lines of text by the glow of a Bic lighter, he heard demonic whispers asking him if he believed in Satan. I think that was probably his friends.
Would a Zippo work?
Probably.
Okay.
A Zippo would probably be better.
I'm a big man myself. Shave with them, I burn with them.
Next up, Alice Cooper, Playful Poltergeist. Sounds like the name of a song. Actually, it doesn't. Alice Cooper's would be like, pornographic poltergeist or something. Of course, Alice Cooper's seen a ghost. Halloween and horror have always been a part of the rock star's modus operandi. They don't say that. They use the letters, but I wanted to say it loud.
It's better with the letters.
For extra word score.
It's better your way. The higher score was worth it.
Thank you. But even Cooper admits he couldn't have made up something like what happened to him in the abandoned rural New York house where he and Aerosmith's Joe Perry had holed up to write some new songs together and probably do cocaine.
For sure.
Both men were freshly sober at the time.
Well, yeah, that's why they got a room together.
They began to notice strange things happening in the home. Quote, "It felt prankish," Cooper recalled. That's my Alice Cooper, I guess. During his appearance on Celebrity Ghost Story, like Playful Poltergeist, he remembers hearing what sounded like furniture being dragged through the basement. Once he went to investigate, he claims to have felt the pressure of a hand on his back. Turned out the house was said to be haunted by the little boy who'd previously lived there before drowning in the lake.
Sad little boy.
Scary. But now he gets to rock out with Alice Cooper.
Yeah, but fair. Is this one of those cases to where the ghost haunting is really just a cover for gay sex?
No, I think in this case, no, not at all. Yeah, it was a different time. You had to be like, I'm going up to a house in New York with my special friend, and there may be some activity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then they got spooked. There was too much activity, and they were all like, it was a ghost.
So we had to huddle up in the same bed, and our knees were knocking and chattering like Shaggy and Scoob. And
you heard the banging too?
Just like them, we heard the banging.
Banging wasn't us. That was the ghost. I'm glad you heard it.
Sherry Curry? Who's Sherry Curry?
I have no idea. Let's look it up. How'd you spell it? Sherry with an I?
Sherry Curry, I think. Cherie Currie.
She is a American singer, musician, actress, and artist. She was the lead vocalist of the Runaways.
Oh. Okay. Okay, got it. 80s, right?
Her nephew is Trevor Lukather.
Okay. Never ask the spirits, because this is Sherry Curry's Ouija board obsession.
Obsessed with it?
Starts with a quote. It says, "Never ask the spirits in because they will come," warns Sherry Curry in her episode of Celebrity Ghost Stories. The singer and trailblazing frontwoman of legendary punk outfit The Runaways explains, I guess we could have just kept reading.
It's funny the way we did it.
I think so too. It feels like we're in kind of a nerve center.
Yeah.
You know? Like, guy on the computer, find out Sherry Curry. I want to know everything about her. And then it was explained later, which makes it feel redundant, but that's fine. Explains how she's come to regret a preteen obsession with a Ouija board that sent her into fits of rage when anyone tried to take it away. I wanted to reach out to the other side, but wish I hadn't. She remembers once, while asking the board about boys and future kisses, that it moved on its own. "Oh, you're pretty," spelled the board, claiming to be a man. Curry claims to have spent hours sitting alone in her room communicating with the board, feeling herself transition from happy young girl to someone dark and brooding with a dangerous obsession. Curry attributes her rage-filled and abusive behavior toward her family being consumed by whatever spirits came out of the board.
Okay.
Scary.
I would assume, knowing nothing about her, not a big Runaways fan. Sorry, everyone. I started liking punk music when Bikini Kill became a thing. Which, you know, there's connections and blah, blah, blah. But I would already go assume with, this is like, oh, your family got in with drugs or they're mentally unwell. But maybe a ghost.
I started liking punk rock with Avril Lavigne.
Nothing wrong with that. She's a queen.
I was a big Lavigne head.
She doesn't like touching. So
see, you took it seriously, and it was meant to be a joke, and now I feel like people are out there like, you're a Lavigne head?
I just wanted to be supportive of my friend.
Yeah.
I did think lower of you.
Yeah, of course you would. Absolutely. Now I feel the need to defend it. I'm not gonna.
She's corporate.
I'm not that punk.
But
I feel the need to defend myself.
Oh.
I had a GBH t-shirt in high school, okay? I'm just saying. I was the guy listening to the Germs, all right? Okay. Adele's Haunted Mansion. God, I can't believe I dragged myself through the mud like that. Okay. Adele's Haunted Mansion. Once multi-platinum pop star, Adele moved into a beautiful new... How much do you think it cost in 2012?
Adele, after her first hit, $5 million.
$6 million. Pretty good.
Yeah, because you make a good $10 million, you obviously are going to spend half that on a mansion because you're bad with money at this point.
Pretty good.
I would spend the whole thing on it and be like, I just bought this place, and then, oh God, the property tax.
I bought this place, cash money. Hope there's no ghosts in it.
Dude, I would do it. I would make them strip for it.
Okay, to that song that you wrote?
Yep, to that song that I wrote.
Okay. New $6 million home in 2012. She began to hear strange noises that gave her, quote, The Creeps.
Ooh.
Is that a thing people say?
Yeah,
the
people are saying
singer's
it.
lavish 25-acre West Sussex property had previously been a convent, fit with its very own chapel. Apparently, Adele was so spooked by the sounds she'd heard that she upped her security to around-the-clock surveillance and tacked on 2 additional guardsmen to protect her from whatever spirits may have been lurking around.
Can you imagine the job description after that? Protect me from physical harm. Protect me from stalkers. Protect me from the ghost of this woman who haunts the chapel.
Can you imagine how that would look on the CV, though? Protected of Adele from ghosts for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I was involved in numerous ghost flaps, you could call them. I did that thing where I ran in one door, out of another door. I think I did this joke already once.
Yeah, but it's a good one. I deserve to be hired, sir.
Yes,
I will
yes.
protect the president's daughter better than anyone you could hire.
Yes, my name is Rodney Cravenbones, Ghost Security. I have unquakable knees, famously. Aaron Carter's grandma apparates. You familiar with the word apparate?
I assume that means to appear?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Aaron Carter, triple platinum recording artist, R.I.P., right?
All right. Maybe?
And younger brother of Backstreet Boys, Nick Carter, never told his family about the promise he made with his dying grandmother. According to the singer's segment on Celebrity Ghost Stories, Carter's fun-loving grandma enjoyed pulling scary pranks on him as a kid, but even still, nothing scared him more than when she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. That's good. That's good writing there, Rolling Stone.
Why even throw it in there?
While his grandmother was a lifelong believer in life after death, Aaron admits he wasn't too convinced until she revealed herself to him through a candle she made him promise to light once she passed. He claims that once it blew out, her ghost apparated in the room with a cold blast that took her shape and said, "I told you."
Ooh, that gives me the gooses.
I think I'm going to watch Celebrity Ghost Stories after this. How about you?
I think I actually have it on my TV's menu to be like, you like shows like this, check out Celebrity Ghost Stories. Paranormal Caught on Camera. I got the whole selection on there.
Yeah.
Sometimes data thieving is good when they show me them shows I want to watch. All right.
Tiffany battles a demon.
Who's Tiffany?
Well, before you look it up,
Okay.
let's read on.
All right. I'm excited. I'm like the listeners. What am I going to learn?
Tiffany became an 80s mall pop sensation. I think we're alone now. That was the song.
Okay.
The young singer struggled with lasting family demons that led her to explore the dark arts. Dang, Tiffany. In fact, she found an outlet for her home life frustrations through dabbling in black magic.
Nice. Just chicken blood all over the place.
Tiffany and her girlfriends acquired a copy of the Satanic Verses and began to practice innocuous spells. And once her father told her she was not allowed to go to a party, she reached for the book.
Nice.
But shortly after, the demonic figure of a man with no eyes attempted to hold her down. She claims to have warded him off by the power of prayer and apologizing to God for her ever involving herself with demons. Wow.
Do you know about the Satanic Verses?
This would make a great... Is it the Salman Rushdie book?
Look at him.
It's just a fiction book, right?
I believe so. Look at him. He's got a patch in this one and then no patch here. What happened?
Oh, yeah. Well,
to
he
his
got
eye?
shot not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, dude. People have been trying to kill Salman Rushdie since the 80s. It's a thing. He has a fatwa on him. For that book. Yeah. Do yourself a favor and Google Salman Rushdie later on.
Apparently. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just literally had a world that
I could see you learning it. Yeah. There's a Seinfeld episode about it. He shows up. I don't think he actually shows up, but a guy pretending to be him shows up. Anyway, next up. Bret Michaels sees a glowing orb. How many of these are left? If we're down to Bret Michaels, it's got to be getting close to the end. All right? You got about 3 left. 4, including Bret Michaels. The Poison frontman, Bret Michaels, claims a paranormal encounter turned his life and career around.
Sorry, I'm getting a transmission from Glipglorp, my alternate nerd persona.
Down and out in the wake of his parents' divorce, the rebellious 17-year-old rocker found himself at odds with his creative spirit in a small town. Everything was caving in, he explained in a segment on Celebrity Ghost Stories. While in his friend's basement, after a particularly disheartening band practice, he plugged into some headphones to relax and saw a strange glowing orb from the corner of his eye.
There was no rhyme or reason for this orb,
said the man behind hair metal ballad Every Rose Has Its Thorn. What are you legally required to mention that song?
Yeah,
he now claims
he gets 1 demon nickel every time.
He now claims that orb was the sign he needed to get out of a podunk town and pursue rock stardom, Roger.
I mean, it did you good.
Ariana Grande believes in demons. Did you know that?
Why wouldn't she?
Ariana Grande did not hold back about her belief in demons in an interview with Complex in 2013. Apparently, this one is not a direct transcript from a Celebrity Ghost Stories episode. According to some, fear of demons is a typical Florida thing. But the pop singer chose to discuss a particular experience took place in Kansas at the Stull Cemetery, rumored to be one of the 8 earthly portals into hell. Grande recalls smelling sulfur in the car on the way there, which according to her is the sign of a demon. And then seeing 3 distinct faces in the background of a photo she took to try and see the ominous feeling she had picked up on. I see. She claims to have later seen a big black mass and read demonic flashes.
All right.
This next one is titled Meatloaf Haunting. Meatloaf, R.I.P. Should have worn a mask, dude. Meatloaf insists he had a paranormal encounter during the recording of his classic album, Bat Out of Hell. Like the haunting of Alice Cooper, the, quote, I would do anything for love singer claims that while he and producer Todd Rundgren were staying in upstate New York to work on the record, same thing. Maybe it was the same house.
That would be hilarious. They all shared the same. They were like, I wrote some great songs here.
Yeah. Were you guys up there? Yes.
Well, then you're doing it right.
Rundgren, blah, blah, blah. New York went to work on the record. He saw a ghostly looking. Wait. When the I Would Do Anything for Love singer claims that while he and producer Todd Rundgren were staying in upstate New York to work on the record, he saw a ghostly looking woman in white. And I went, man, Todd Rundgren groupie, explained the 70s rock. This says rock ron, but I think they mean rock icon.
I'm pretty sure. It doesn't take any money to read your work twice.
The TV show The Haunting of, as the encounters became more intrusive and one ripped the sheets off his bed. The singer admits he took sleeping pills out of fear. That's terrifying. Can you imagine taking a bunch of sleeping pills and being like, as you're like losing consciousness, here comes the ghost?
What are you gonna do with my body?
Yeah. Give me don't Aykroyd me. Okay, let's see. Shares Sonny Bono visitations. This is the last one, kind of a sweet one. Do you believe in life after death? because pop icon Cher certainly does. The legendary hitmaker has claimed more than once that she receives playful visits from her late ex-husband, Sonny Bono. She told TMZ reporters, "It's a totally peaceful thing, babe." She also responded to a question regarding whether or not she believes in spirits via Reddit AMA. Her answer? Absolutely not. I love ghosts. I actually think that Sonny makes a light go on.
That's crazy.
That doesn't make sense.
I wonder if my grandma's trying to do that to me.
You think so?
Like
Turn lights on and off?
In a loving way, annoyingly play with my lights.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's probably a common go-to after passing on, you know? Mm-hmm. People are like, let me go flick a light on and off. Just.
They'll know it's me. Yeah. Not an electrical short that a homeowner needs to fix.
I mean, there's a difference between an electrical short and a grandma ghost flipping the light on and off. Folks, that does it for another episode of Werewolf Radar. Thank you for joining us. We don't do the plugs at the end anymore, so I don't really know how to get off this train. How do
wish everyone well?
But do I? Everyone?
Everyone, Jordan. We're gonna just be cool with everyone. We're settling grudges in 2025.
Okay, 2025. Keep the fun alive.
Yes,
is what they'll say.
And we apologize to Beat for the things that we said.
For nothing.
No, Jordan.
Is BTS that K-pop group?
It is the one with the army, the one with physical military power.
No, I think if we're beefing with BTS, that could only take us higher. Those guys, I'll say it. The beef continues, BTS. For the rest of you, please join us in our weekly sign-off line on the count of 3. Thank you for listening. 1, 2, 3. Punch the sky, Spaceman Joe.